Alrighty everyone, welcome. Today we are going to the Toyota of Orange dealership, and we are going to be going in for a service, but I also wanted to address the range. Just want to see make sure the fuel system's okay, or the whole system. And then I also hear a slight creak in the rear. Might be the subframe bushings, not entirely sure, but see if you can hear it on this bump right here. It was very subtle, but there was like a creak. But just wanted to see if there's any issues there. But why don't you just do a sanity check at Toyota of Orange. So we're heading there now. Alrighty, so we are at 177 miles, no AC. And we're going to, so we're in Rowland Heights area. We are going to Orange, somewhere over there. Apparently roughly 14 miles. About to exit off Catella, for those of you from the area, off the 55. Got a first gen Mirai in front. At 160 miles. I was driving in the left lane, so a little quicker than usual. So we used up about 17 miles of range on a 14-mile estimated trip. I think that's still accurate, considering that it does gauge your range based on previous driving, and I was driving relatively conservative prior to today. There's Toyota of Orange. So as many of you know, or those of you that don't know, you need to take your Mirai to a dealer that actually can service a Mirai, Toyota of Orange being one locally that does. But yes, so you can't just take it into any Toyota dealership. It has to be one that can service a Mirai. So yeah, it looks like they had a bunch shipped over here. And from the research I've done, the incentive for the XLE has increased from when I purchased it, the Toyota cash, or I guess you can call it a discount, was $17,000. Now it is 22 for the XLE, 22,000. I think it's to account for the more competitive car market, and then also just, I'm sure sales right now are not great, considering kind of the macro environment right now. Yeah, we're gonna pull in and then get our service. So we're looking at, again, 15,000 mile service. Trying to check the fuel system, make sure that's good, just to double check everything's ship shape. And then lastly, third, checking the rear creak from the rear, for just making sure the subframe bushings are good, or some bushings are good.
Alrighty everyone, I am still at the dealership. I was working for a little bit in the lobby. They do have free coffee and water, which is nice, but still working. I was late to my appointment, so I don't think it'll take this long normally, but it's almost 12:30. I got here at about 8:15. My appointment was at 7, so it is my fault. But check out this FRS. GRFRS, very nice. But yeah, so still waiting. Again, the service was 15,000 mile service. Check out the rear subframe squeak, and then fuel system checks just to make sure everything's ship shape. So yeah, I'm gonna walk over to the other side of the lot, and then they do have a ton more Mirais over there. All right, we're walking over to the other side. Look at all these Mirais. I don't know how they're gonna sell all these with the amount of how much hydrogen has increased over the years. But yeah, some gray ones are pretty much all of them are XLEs as far as I can tell. More here, white, gray, black. So the gray and black ones don't have any additional costs for the paint, but for the white ones, I believe it's an extra. So let's see here, sticker, just shy of 53. You have to pay $25 for those crappy mats. Well, let's check out the white one now. There we go. Let's see, yep, premium paint, an extra $425 for the white. So I think it's for the white and I'm sure the red right there. And then the blue, which is very difficult to find. It's only on the limited as well. All right, everyone, we got the car back. Here's the 22 Toyota Mirai XLE. Just got the 15K service done. Interesting news, I let them know about the rear squeak noise in the back. And apparently it's a known Toyota issue. It hasn't been publicly stated yet. So a little sneak peek for those of you that have a Toyota Mirai 2nd gen. You're probably going to get a recall notice soon. I was notified, though not officially stated, notified that Toyota knows about the problem. Essentially, it's the rear. I confirmed it's the rear suspension member. From what I researched, it's just the rear subframe. I assume it has to do with something with the bushings. Something like that. Toyota, the dealership here, notified me it's not a major issue, but that squeak or like kind of like creaking noise in the back, especially at low speeds, you're gonna hear something, and that's what that is. So you'll probably get a recall soon. But again, this is at the Toyota dealership in Toyota Orange. They've been great every time I've come here. Pretty quick, though today I got here around 8:15, just got out at 1. They are really, really busy, and I came an hour and 15 minutes late, so I don't blame them. They probably had to fit me in on their normal schedule. So, but overall, it's been great. Got my car back. They don't offer a car wash in the dealership, but they do give you a little kind of like voucher for a nearby car wash. I do hand wash all the my car. I don't take it through the wash. I don't want any swirl marks, but if you're ever coming through here, need your service done, Toyota of Orange seems to be great. I didn't buy my car here, so they've been great to me despite me not buying a car here. I did see a Toyota Corolla GR, which was very cool, but again, got my 15,000 mile service, and then the rear suspension member, aka looks like rear subframe, there's a squeak. So that's what it's like to go through a service. And from what I read in the service report, it's just a Pep Boys, like Pep Boys or anything else service. So yeah, you don't get much. Essentially, you could have gone without doing that anywhere. So, all right, let's get out of here. I'm not sure what happened to my audio, but regardless, that wraps it up with my 15K service and looking into the rear subframe area. So again, that's probably going to be a recall item that's coming down the pipe for Gen 2 Mirais. So all of you Gen 2 Mirai owners,
In the somewhat near future, I would imagine that you're going to get some notice about replacing or fixing the rear subframe area. I don't know exactly what will happen, but essentially it's addressing the kind of creak, that creak noise that you hear in the rear of the car if you're going slow over a bump. But here's a little snapshot of what I got for the 15K service. Essentially nothing significant, just your normal check your fluids, check tire tread, rotate the tires, stuff you can do on your own and probably get from any other shop anywhere. So that's it. I wanted to share that experience, and that's it. Thank you, Toyota of Orange, for taking care of the car. But again, recall probably in the works.